Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna and I unbox and review mostly new and awesome products from Amazon. On my channel, you can also find setup instructions and tutorials on how to use various different items from Amazon. Make sure to hit like and subscribe if that is your sort of thing. So today I wanted to do a follow-up video on the Whitebite Pro Teeth Whitening Kit. Now, I had done a review on this a few months back when I first got it. I did an unboxing and showed you guys everything that comes in the box and how you use it. And I've been using it, I would say about 2 to 3 times a week, or I started to use it 2 to 3 times a week when I first got it, and then kind of tapered off to about 1 time a week. And I still have 1 or 2 of the containers left. So I still have a lot more to go through, and I feel like there was a period in between that I kind of took like a week or 2 off just because I had a lot of things going on in my life. So I did not get a chance to use them as consistently as I would have liked. I will say that the product itself, I felt like did do something to my teeth. I do feel that when I first started to use them, after a week or 2, I felt like I saw a little bit of brightness to my teeth. And it was looking pretty promising. However, I noticed that I had some pretty deep-seated staining on my teeth that actually wasn't addressed before I got this. And I actually got this confirmed because I went to the dentist recently, and the dental hygienist took a look at my teeth and she said, "Oh my goodness, your teeth are a lot more stained than they were the last time you were here. So why don't we, get them cleaned up, and then afterwards, you can use whatever teeth whitening that you're doing, and hopefully it'll work this time." Now, she called it a sandblaster. I don't know the technical term. That might be the technical term for it, but basically it blasts sodium bicarbonate or baking soda on your teeth, and it gets all of the really deeply seated stains off. So if you happen to be a coffee drinker or a tea drinker like me, you probably are going to see a lot more staining on your teeth. And just keep in mind that even when you do get your teeth whitened, the whiteness isn't going to last, indefinitely. You have to keep doing it every few months so that you can get the max benefits. So I ended up going to the dentist, and this was a few weeks back, and I got the treatment done on my teeth where she just literally blasted off the baking soda on my teeth, and it removed a lot of the surface stains. I don't know if you can see, but I had so much staining on my bottom teeth and on my top teeth, and I'll insert a picture just to show you guys where I was when I first started my teeth whitening journey, and then I'll insert another picture to show you where I am today. So there's definitely a difference. I will say that a lot of that came from getting my teeth sandblasted at the dentist, but I also do think that this did help a little bit. Now, one other product that I started using in the midst of all of this is this Tom's of Maine toothpaste. Now, I know they have the fluoride-free option. I actually just used the fluoride one because I've tried fluoride-free and didn't have the best results for me, but you can use whichever one you'd like. The one that I got is in Luminous White, and I have to say that this toothpaste really surprised me. I feel like ever since I started using this toothpaste, it did help to get my teeth a lot more whiter. So I'm actually going to be an avid user of this moving forward, and I've already ordered another tube because, this one's on its way out soon. Okay, now let's talk about this. Now, I actually learned something very, very important when I went to the dentist this last time, and the dental hygienist told me that these sort of devices, so the one that comes in here, as you can see, it's like a UV device where it turns blue or red. She said that this doesn't necessarily whiten your teeth any more than just applying the product directly to your teeth. She actually said that this was more of a marketing gimmick. So I was a little bit disappointed when I heard that because I had a lot of high hopes for this. I was noticing that the device and the gel itself was whitening my teeth. But it turns out you actually don't really need to use this, according to my dental hygienist. However, what I do like about this is that it has a built-in timer. So once you turn it on, and you put it in your mouth, it will run for about 12 minutes and then it'll turn off on its own. And during that time, you're not speaking, you're not moving your mouth. And so it keeps the gel on your teeth, during that entire 12 minutes, and it gives it a chance to work. So I do still think that this is effective. Whether or not the light itself is effective, is up for discussion, I guess. Now, you probably don't even need to use this if you didn't want to, but if you do want to use it just for the timer feature, then I think that that's fantastic. I'm probably going to continue using it with the light. I know some people say that it helps and some people say that it doesn't, but hey, you have nothing to lose. You get a few of these in the package. I've already used 2 of them. I have 2 of these left. I've already started using one of these, and so I have one full one left. But yeah, this is all you really need. And then the package does say to apply this blue one on top of this if you're not using the light. So that's another option too, I guess. I will say that for me personally, I cannot say entirely that this ended up working for me on its own. So if you are looking to whiten your teeth, my final sort of verdict on the entire thing is that you may want to get any surface stains removed first. And then this is just meant to kind of keep your teeth white and keep them, looking bright. So I wouldn't use this if you have a lot of staining on your teeth that's really deep-seated, because it's not going to help to remove them. At least it didn't for me. So maybe ask your dentist and your dental hygienist if they offer, the sandblasting service. And I'm pretty sure most places do. I just heard about it recently. I didn't know about it before. But they can, just kind of set your teeth up, with a good foundation, so you can then start to whiten them using whatever means you'd like. If you are planning on getting this, then, I would recommend, again, getting your teeth cleaned, using this, and then supplementing it with a teeth whitening toothpaste. Again, I really love the Tom's Luminous White, but you can use whichever toothpaste you like. I'm going to continue to use this for another 3 or 6 months and just kind of see where it gets me. I feel like I have a much better foundation now with my teeth. And hopefully it will help to get my teeth even whiter. Now, as far as the shade guide goes, I will say that my teeth shade has definitely moved. I wouldn't say by much, I would say by about 2 points. But yeah, this is really helpful because you can hold it against your teeth and kind of see where you are in your teeth whitening journey. So definitely hold on to this, and it's waterproof, so it's not going to get damaged or anything. You can keep it to kind of monitor the progress. I've gone ahead and I've linked these 2 products in my description, so if you're interested in trying either of them, go ahead and check them out. If you found this video helpful at all, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any other review videos. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.